YouTube, this is Jay Money with Falling Forward Financial. I wanted to do a video on Ford, and I come across this 3 undervalued stocks looking up in 2021, and Ford was listed as one of them. So invest in these undervalued stocks for their long-term potential. Just dated on the 12th. It's common knowledge that investing in undervalued stocks can generate some juicy, and that's what we like to hear, juicy returns over the long haul. However, the tricky part is investing in the right stocks at the right time. Investors often favor certain sectors over others, and undervalued stocks tend to be the latter category. Although 2021 is shaping up to be a bull cycle, there are still plenty of stocks trading below their value. Investors looking for a value play should consider buying these stocks to gravitate towards the prices they are worth. And I've covered Ford in the past. I did a video about the Mach-E, the Mustang. That's just looks like a sweet ride. I still own quite a bit of Ford here. I think I have 100 or so shares in a retirement. I got into Ford just because it was cheap. I bought some. I think my cost basis on some of it was, well, let's just see here. And to my knowledge, they haven't paid a dividend quite some time. As you can see, I bought some last March for $5.20, so I should have just loaded up on it. But it's soon to triple that price here, I think. So. The way it's been going, but I've already felt that this is one of the undervalued plays, and I've always liked Ford. I got into it probably to begin with because of the dividend, but you can kind of see what it's done here over the last year, and it's just kind of gradually went up, almost flat, if you will, but it has been going up pennies at a time sometimes, but it's been going up, and it's kind of really took off here just since in the last month. So you could have got in right there at $8.65, would have still been a good buy. I used to buy this one, try to buy it under $9, and then it just went down, but here it's been going up. So. But I come across some articles here for Ford. Ford joins global initiative to promote responsible mining, and which is a good thing. So, however you want to look at it, but in regards to mining, it's always good to have people consider this type of thing in regards to mining. Ford Motor Company said on Monday it has joined the Initiative for Responsible Mining Assurance, which aims to promote use of third-party assessments of mining practices to protect human rights. Is basically what the gist of that is. So I'll let you finish reading the article there if you want to pause the video and read the rest of the article there. I was going to do a video about this, and I thought I'd just throw this in here since we are talking about Ford. Ford names Google preferred cloud provider. All vehicles will run on Android by 2023. And if you follow Google at all, I believe both Google and GOOG, which are both the same thing, they're both the same alphabet, but it had a split, so that's why there's the two of them. But both of those are over $2,000 now, so great earnings last time that came out and everything. So I do not own any whole shares of Google. I have some partial shares in Robinhood. I just recently found out Fidelity. I started a penny stock Fidelity account retirement. Reason being, a lot of those are over the counter, and I have a TD Ameritrade account, but they charge you a fee for the, I believe it's about $7 for over-the-counter. Fidelity does not charge you, and the point that I was getting at is you can also buy partial shares. I just found out through Fidelity now. So if you don't have $2,000 laying around, you can get some Google through Fidelity. or Robinhood. Or if you're looking to get off of Robinhood, you can. I have several links in the description. Feel free to use those and get some free stock for yourself. So, but Ford and Google are entering into the new strategic partnership that will see a 117-year-old automaker replace its in-car infotainment system with a new Android-powered offering. What's more, Ford has named Google Cloud as its preferred cloud provider. So very cool stuff for both Ford as well as Google. I have an Android phone. I do own a bunch of Apple stock, but I do have an Android phone. And I always like the Google products, so I can link it up to my computer, and it just all works pretty slick. So Apple's the same way. So whether it be Google or Apple, it's all good. So, but I'll let you pause and read the rest there for yourself, just to keep the video short. But back to the 3 undervalued stocks looking up in 2021. The list is Ford, IBM, Intel, and I own all 3 of these. I got into IBM a couple years ago in regards to the blockchain part of it. Back in 2017, there was when the Bitcoin was going up to 20,000, if you remember that, and now it's double that. I think it's about 50 now, but that's why I got into IBM. They have a pretty nice dividend, but the stock really doesn't do much. Ford's got a pretty good dividend, and Intel, if you follow my channel, I've covered Intel numerous times. They also have a dividend. But back to Ford versus General Motors. I have GM as well. They've went up also. GM comes out on top of this year for its recent venture into the autonomous vehicle space. Both of them, I think, have 20 to 30 different EV cars coming out, which is a good thing. And however, there is plenty of evidence to prove that Ford is in a great position to close the performance gap in the coming months. One key tailwind is Rivian, the electric truck manufacturer. In 2019, Ford announced a minority stake in the electric truck startup, which is worth $28 billion. Although the company is yet to generate sales, its first vehicle is expected to come out later this year. That could bolster Ford's bottom line as well. And hopefully they'll reinstate that dividend soon if they have. Or if you have any information on that, leave it in the comments. That would be appreciated. I just haven't researched it yet. Adding to the partnership for Rivian, Ford is also expected to develop a line of electric vehicles in-house. In 2020, the automaker started distribution of the Mustang Mach-E. I have that in my library. You can also find the Mach-E on YouTube, which is a pretty cool video. It looks like a really fun car. And deliveries of the electric F-150 truck will begin this year. So again, I would look for the stock to continue to rise, hopefully. So, not that I give tax, legal, or trading advice. I'm looking to get some more for it. I just think in the years to come, it's got to go up. I see it being a $15 stock easy by the end of the year, but that's just me being optimistic. So, Ford has a market cap of $45 million, with free cash flow of $3 billion. At this ratio, Ford is among the top undervalued stocks in the world. That can't be right. I would say it's billion. Yeah, they messed up there. That's what I was going to say. It can't be million. It's got to be billion. So, next, moving on, IBM for the period ended in December. IBM stock took a hit after the company reported some poor quarterly results. The major reason for the 6% dip in revenue was the slow adoption of the cloud-based solutions. As expected, the Q4 earnings resulted in the massive sell-off, bringing its shares price back to the March 2019 lows. Ouch. I think I only have about 5 to 10 shares of dividend or IBM, and it just sits there. And I think they're still paying a dividend. I haven't looked at it for quite some time just because it doesn't do much, so therefore I haven't looked at it. I'm probably in the red on it. I'd like to dump it, but I don't like to sell for a loss, but maybe I will here sometime. But this just kind of goes over some more information about IBM. Feel free to pause and go over that. And this is my favorite semiconductor. I'm sure a lot of you listening probably would say AMD, or it's kind of like Ford and Chevy, AMD and Intel, but this one does pay a dividend, and it has been going up here lately, so I think they're back on the right track. So during its early than expected earnings call, CEO Pat Gelsinger, and I've done videos about this, stated that the company will continue to manufacture its chips in-house. This came as a disappointment to many investors who were hoping the company would outsource the manufacturing to improve internal efficiency. And as you know, as you follow semiconductors, there's a shortage in chips, and last I heard, since there is a shortage, the price will probably be going up, and the stock price will probably reflect that. So however, there is good reason to believe that it can catch up to the rivals like AMD. AMD's just totally been kicking Intel's ass in the last year or two, but as an emerging leader in the space. I haven't looked at AMD for a while. I think it's still a $90 stock. I don't know if it broke 100 or not, but that was talk there for a while, so it just kept climbing. I've done videos about AMD, and I did sell it. I'm regretting it now, but that's besides the point. But that's pretty much it for this video. If you haven't hit that like button yet, go ahead and smash that for me, as well as subscribing, and hit the bell so you're notified of when my next videos come out. I might have a couple more coming out here later tonight. I got some other ideas in the work, and that's the 3 undervalued stocks looking up in 2021. If you have any Ford, IBM, Intel, that'd be nice to know in the comments, as well as your cost basis and possibly how many shares. Would be interesting to know. And if you have any GM or AMD, or what your thoughts are on these 3, that would be also nice to know. It just kind of helps grow the channel and gives us something to talk about and compare notes, and it's just kind of good to see everybody's perspective and what their thoughts are on these. So again, this is Jay Money following Ford Financial. I thank you for your support and watching, and happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.